Hello everyone, I am Garima, your teacher from Buradi Public School, A Venture with Unique. As we are observing National Burn Awareness Week 2022 from February 6 to 12, so today I am going to tell you something about National Burn Awareness Week.
National Burn Awareness Week, observed the first fully week in February, is a window of opportunity for organizations to mobilize burn, fire, and life safety educators to unite in sharing a common burn awareness and prevention message in our countries. The theme for National Burn Awareness Week 2022 is burning issues in the kitchen. Let us talk about the key facts of National Burn Awareness Week. An estimated 1,80,000 deaths every year are caused by burn. The vast majority occurs in low and middle income countries. Non fatal burn injuries are a leading cause of morbidity. Burn occur mainly in the home and the workplace. Burns are preventable. Now, let us talk about what is burn. A burn is an injury to the skin or other organic tissue primarily caused by heat or due to radiation, radioactivity, electricity, friction, or contact with chemicals. Thermal burns occur when someone or all of the cells in the skin or other tissues are destroyed by hot liquids, hot solids, or flames. Now, here I am representing some country data. In India, over 10 lakh people are moderately or severely burnt every year. Nearly 1,73,000 Bangladeshi children are moderately or severely burnt every year. In Bangladesh, Colombia, Egypt, and Pakistan, 17% of children with burns have a temporary disability and 18% have a permanent disability. Burn are the second most common injuries in rural Nepal, accounting for 5% of disability. In 2008, over 4 lakh 10,000 burn injuries occurred in the United States of America, with approximately 40,000 requiring hospitalization. Now let us talk about who is at risk. The first is gender. Female have slightly higher rates of death from burn compared to males according to the most recent data. This is in contrast to the usual injury pattern where rates of injury for the various injury mechanisms tend to be higher in males than females. The higher risk for females is associated with the open fire cooking or inherently unsafe cook stove which can ignite loose clothing. Open flames used for heating and lighting also pose risk, and self directed or interpersonal violence are also factors. Next factor is age. Along with adult women, children are particularly vulnerable to burns. Burns are the fifth most common cause of non fatal childhood injuries. While a major risk is improper adult supervision, a considerable number of burn injuries in children result from child maltreatment. The next factor is regional factor. There are important regional differences in burn rates, like children under 5 years of age in the WHO African region have over 2 times the incidence of burn death than children under 5 age of worldwide. Boys under 5 age living in low and middle income countries of WHO Eastern Mediterranean region are almost 2 times as likely to die from burns as boys living in the WHO European region. Next is socio-economic factors. People living in low and middle income countries are at higher risk for burns than people living in high income countries. Within all countries, however, burn risk correlates with socio-economic status. Next is prevention. How do we prevent the burn? First is improve awareness, develop and enforce effective policy, describe burden and identify risk factor, set research priorities with promotion of promising inventions, provide burn prevention programs, strengthen burn care, strengthen capacity to carry out all the above, encloses fires and limit the high of open flames in domestic environment, apply safety regulations to housing designs and materials and encourage home inspections, improve the design of cook stove particularly with regard to stability and prevention of access by children. As our theme is based on kitchen, so here are fire and burn preventions in the kitchen. Supervise kids and pets while cooking. Keep a fire extinguisher in the kitchen. Turn pot and pan handles to the back to keep them from being pulled down and knocked over. Off a fire start in a pan, quickly cover the pan with a lid or cookie sheet or turn off the stove. Call 911. Now let us talk about the first aid. Basic guidance on first aid for burns is provided below. First, we will talk about what to do. Stop the burning process by removing clothes and irrigating the burns. Extinguish flames by allowing the patient to roll on the ground or by applying a blanket or by using water or other fire extinguishing liquid. Use cool running water to reduce the temperature of the burn. In chemical burns, remove or dilute the chemical agent by irrigating with large volume of water. Wrap the patient in a clean cloth or sheet and transport to the nearest appropriate facility for medical care. What not to do. Do not start first aid before ensuring your own safety. Switch off electrical current, wear gloves for chemicals, etc. Do not apply paste, oil, haldi, or raw cotton to the burn. Do not apply ice because it deepens the injury. Avoid prolonged cooling with water because it will lead to hypothermia. Do not open blisters until topical antimicrobials can be applied, such as by a healthcare provider. Do not apply any material directly to the wound as it might become infected. Avoid application of topical medication until the patient has been placed under appropriate medical care. So, it was all about National Burn Awareness Week. Thank you so much.